Hey guys, what's going on? So it is very early Friday morning, but as you know, I count days by when you sleep, not what the technical day is. So for me, it is still Thursday, and you know what I say, Thursday is always the best Tuesday. But before we get to that, I wanted to talk about inspirational conversations. You know, I am a guy who likes to practice what I preach. And I've been screaming kind of at you guys for like the last couple of weeks about planning. And, well, first of all, I had an opportunity to share my planning ideals, the 2-2-2 plan, the 2-day, the 2-day, the 2-month, the 2-year plan with somebody earlier today. And I feel like I've made an absolute difference. It was great getting the text after the telephone call of the person who said, yes, thank you so much. Like, it helped. I was feeling a little desperate. I was feeling like a little down, and it was great for me to break down everything in a way that it was easy to understand. Okay, so what can I do in 2 days? Where can that put me in 2 months? That'll get me where I want to be in 2 years. And again, I keep telling you, too often we get caught up in this thing of like, this is where I want to be in the future, and we get lost in that idea, and we say, hey, I'm not there, I can't be there immediately, and it's overwhelming. Break that thing down into manageable chunks. What can you manage? 2 months is easy to manage. 2 days is easier to manage. So again, Thursday is the perfect Tuesday, and I do practice what I preach. I just had the most inspirational conversation, the most motivational conversation that I've had in a very long time. And of course, I can't give away too many details. Those things will be coming. The best way, if you want to get updates on my life, if you want to know what's going on, if you want to get the inside line on that stuff, sign up for my mailing list. Go to robertncheek.com and sign up there. It'll let you know that you'll get the insider information. You'll get first know. Everybody who signs up there knows before everyone else what's going on. The good, the bad, and the ugly. So if you're following my videos here, you're already a step behind. Make sure you go to robertncheek.com. It's right there on the homepage. Sign up for my mailing list. It's the best thing that you can do. But without giving away too many details, everybody kind of knows what the general plan is, what the general idea is, what we're going to be doing. To actually sit down and plan a little bit and talk it over. I got nothing but smiles on my face, and I'm going to be nothing but smiling for the rest of the day. It is great to sit down and take an idea and turn it into something that is real. There are dates. There is a plan. Things are moving forward. It's such a great feeling. And again, it's great to say that in 2 years, I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to be there, I want to be here. Really great to say, but hard to do in practice. So what do? We break it down. In 2 months, where can I be? What can I be doing in 2 months that's going to get me where I want to be in 2 years? You guys got to already know. 2 years, I want to be working in LA. I want to be writing somewhere. I want to be doing what I love to do and making a living at it. So what can I do in the next 2 months that gets me there? Well, right now, I'm in Baltimore, Maryland in general. That is a long way from LA. I am writing. I'm writing books. I'm publishing books. I'm writing screenplays. But being here is not going to help me do what I want to do in 2 years. What can I do in the next 2 months? I got to get to LA, right? I got to be where the action is. Well, now we've sat down, we've talked it out, we have a plan. Things are set, we're moving forward. So now it's on me. What can I do in the next 2 days that's going to help put that 2-month plan into motion that'll get me where I want to be in 2 years? It's easy, it's easy, it's easy. You can't beat it. So today, Thursday, my Thursday, your Friday, is the perfect Tuesday. So what are we going to do? We're going to think about the last 48 hours. What has happened in the last 48 hours that we can take a negative, turn it into a positive? Where was there something bad that happened where we can learn a lesson? Something that helps us moving forward in the future. For me, obviously, I think that we were playing a little bit too fast and loose. There was a little bit too much talk and not enough action. We address that tonight. There is a plan, and the plan is in action, and it is written down. That is how you take direct action. So I look back at the last couple of days and I say, I've been lofting a little bit. I've been wafting. I've been not doing what I need to do. Now I am doing it. So what now, taking that lesson from the last 2 days, let's move forward. What can I do in the next 2 days in the future that gets me moving towards that goal? Well, now I have an action list. When you have a plan, the next step is an action list. And I can start going through that action list and making sure I'm doing what I need to do. And that's going to get me where I want to be in 2 months. I got a checklist for everything I want to have accomplished in 2 months. And the next 2 days, my action list will get me moving in that direction. And if I am where I want to be in 2 months, by the time 2 years gets around, by the time I've done this 12 times, I will be where I want to be in 2 months or 2 years. It's just that simple. Break things down into manageable bits, things that you know you can stay motivated to do. It's hard to stay motivated for 2 months, right? Like 2 months seems like a short amount of time, but now that I'm facing a deadline in 2 months, it seems like I don't have enough time. But breaking it down into 2-day increments, it's easy to handle 48 hours. You can do it. It's not easy. I shouldn't say it's easy. It's manageable. You can do it. It's manageable. So sit down today, take a little time. What happened in the last 48 hours? What can I find a positive that I thought was a negative? What lesson can I learn that I can apply moving forward? What can I do in the next 2 days that gets me moving in the direction that I want to be? What do I want to be doing in 2 months that's going to get me moving towards my 2-year goal? So again, I hope that you guys are dealing with this Thursday, your Friday, that you're working through your 222 plans, that you are creating an action plan. Don't just talk about it. Don't just dream about it. Put it down. Write it down. That's the way that we can get these plans moving forward. Once you do that, now you have things to hold yourself accountable for. Accountability is key. When you have a list, when you have a plan written down, you know whether or not you are achieving or you're failing on that goal. And if 2 months comes and you're not where you wanted to be in 2 months, you're not doing what you wanted to do in 2 months, that's on your own fault, because you knew what you had to do to get there, and you could take that. Now we have another chance to turn a negative into a positive and learn another lesson. It's all building towards that 2-year goal, getting you where you want to be out in the future. And of course, we have only one trip around this life. You only get one chance. So you need to stay and focus and live now. Be in the moment. Don't miss a single thing. Time is the only finite resource. It's the only thing that we spend and we cannot get back. So make sure that you are taking advantage of all your time. I might be up at 5 o'clock. I might have a long day tomorrow, but the stuff that I did using my time right now will pay huge dividends. It's worth the missed sleep. It's worth missing out on the things that I'm going to miss out on tomorrow. It's even worth being tired tomorrow because I know that it's time well spent. I didn't miss out on the conversation that I needed to have. I lived in the moment. I wasn't concerned about everything else. I got the work done. Live now. It's just that easy. Live, period, now, period. So I hope you guys have a great Friday. I hope that you're finding some kind of inspiration. I can tell you, I am so super motivated. I don't even know if I'm going to sleep. I'm going to go home. I'm going to shoot a video for the people who are following on my mailing list. Again, you can sign up for that at robertncheek.com. So if you do sign up, look for that email in the next couple of days. I'm probably going to do an update for my Patreon folks. If you're not supporting me on Patreon, if you're not following me on Patreon, you're missing out on even more information. So make sure you do that. Patreon.com/RobertNCheek. Again, at Robert N. Cheek, everywhere on the web. That's where you're going to find me. So I hope you guys have a great Friday. Get ready for the weekend. Start planning for your free time. Start planning for what your goals and what you want to accomplish. It's the only way to get by. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be updating on Sunday again. Look for that next post on Sunday. Until then, take care, everybody.